Oh, good morning, everybody. Alarm's just gone off. It's not actually that early, it's 7 o'clock. It's still pretty dark outside, as I expected, because it's not long after the shortest day of the year. And today, I've decided to go on a little bit of an adventure, which I'll tell you more about when I've woken myself up a little bit more. Just in time for sunrise. And finally, I think it's about time for me to explain what the hell I'm here for. So I've come here with loads of food, camera gear, all sorts of stuff. And I'm here to spend a complete day in the wild here in the British winter. Just in my local patch. On the back of my house there's loads and loads of fields and wilderness. Not a nature reserve as such, but loads of countryside, which has obviously been very dear to my heart growing up. But this is the first time I've actually spent a whole day out there. Now, I'm a biologist, so when I'm out in the wilderness, I want to see wildlife. So you might think, in winter, well, surely there's less wildlife than in the summer. Well, hopefully that's what I want to prove to you. I want to prove that there is actually an abundance of fauna still making a living out here in these tough periods of the year. And hopefully we'll learn a little bit more about how they actually do that as well. Now, first of all, you're going to have to excuse me because a lot of the camera work is just going to be me pointing it at my face today because I've got no camera person with me. It's just me with a camera filming what I can see. So we're out here in the fields now. The sun's just about to come up over there. And if you look at the ground below me now, it's extremely frosty. So it's been a very, very cold night and probably a very, very cold day as well. Even in winter, I can hear calling from birds. Quite a few familiar birds I can hear at the moment. Robin, great tit, blackbird, I think, somewhere. All your classic garden birds. Now, you might have been taught in the past that, they're calling to attract mates. Well, clearly they're not doing that in winter, are they? So what are they doing? Well, more than likely, they're calling to defend territories. Because territories, if anything, are very, very important in winter because there is limited food around. So you want a space all to yourself where only you can forage. Oh God, I just realised what a complete fool I look. Oh well. Just seen our first mammals. Wild mammals, anyway. I've seen a few dogs, but wild mammals. They were roe deer. I love the roe deer. They're quite Bambi looking deer. But they're particularly special because despite us having 6 species of deer in this country, they're one of the only 2, the roe deer and the red deer, which are native to this country. The bird I can see up there, amongst that ivy, is a collared dove. Now this is a bird which is actually a new member of the British fauna. They were first introduced into Britain in the 1950s. And since then they've spread massively. They've done really, really well. And that's mainly because doves, well, they're part of the pigeon family, they're extremely adaptable animals. And actually, right now, I can see that dove sort of picking out sticks now. I mean, I could be mistaken. Then you might think, what, it's crazy, building a nest right in the middle of winter. Well, as I say, they're extremely adaptable. Only a bird like a pigeon or a dove could probably, make it in these harsh conditions, rearing some young. Only just. But they've got quite a varied diet, so they certainly wouldn't go that hungry. But yeah, definitely a risk.